G'day, I'm Blake. I'm going to talk to you today about Dragonbane, a tabletop role-playing game by Free League Publishing. So, I'm Blake. Been playing since '89. Been ran about 500 sessions of 40 different role-playing games, but I've played in about around 500 sessions of 60 different role-playing games. But let's talk about Dragonbane. So, it's a fantasy role-playing game. Like role-playing game, I'm talking about pencils, dice, cooperative storytelling. So, in Dragonbane, you have kin, which is what other games might call race or species. So, you might be like an elf or wolfkin or a human. You have profession, like a mariner or thief or mage. So, the core book has skills, equipment, magic, professions, creatures, lots of good stuff in there. It's quite solid bit of everything to get you going. I will show you some of the art to show you it's quite a nicely produced book. So there's one of the pictures. That's 8, and the other one's going to go to that one. And there's another one. Only a few colors, but it still evokes the mood. You can imagine, the characters in the fantasy world opening a door and seeing that. It's like, whoa, what do you do, A cracker. Now I'll show you some of the layout. Looks like that. So there's elf and mallard, some of the kin that you can role play. There's humans in there, people that don't like non-human races. That's all right. Fine, there's plenty for everybody. Let's go. And there's some of the equipment. So yeah, it's solidly produced and well laid out. Looks good. It's a good looking book. So let's get rid of that. So all skill rolls, D20 roll under. So you might have a skill of 11. Got to roll under that in a D20. Later on, you might get the option to put it up to 13. Got to roll under, so it's easier. You might be a situation where you get a Bane, so it's harder. You get a second D20, but you've got to take the highest one. It might be like you're laying down, you got knocked down, you got to do a bow shot or something. So it's harder. You roll 2 D20, take the highest one because it's harder. Or you might be ambushing someone and they don't know you're there, so you get a boon. So you get 2 D20 and take the lower one because you want to roll lower. Lower is good. But all the skill rolls, D20, piece of cake. The combat is balanced. By that I mean it's not as lethal as Rollmaster or Forbidden Lands, but it's not as heroic as like Dungeons and Dragons or Fabula Ultima. It's kind of a mid-range in terms of character lethality, which some people like, some people don't. But you can always tweak that yourself. But the default rules pretty good, easy to fast, good fun to play. So the magic spells have 3 tiers, like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. All of them cost willpower to use. You get like 10, 15 willpower, depending on your stat, and you just spend that. And bam, do your spell. Some spells have prerequisites, like might be a high level one requires you to learn one of the second ones first, and fair enough. But most of them are just, spending will points. Once you've learned it, off you go. I have mixed feelings about the Game Master section. On one hand, the creating an adventure rules, really good. And I'll show in a minute an example, really good stuff. On the other hand, managing a group and like running a campaign, there's not a lot on. I think they could have added another 10 or 20 pages to sort of give newer GM some more guidance. But if you're an existing GM, you've ran, 50 sessions already yourself, you probably don't need it. You're fine. That's the book's only flaw. Other than that, solid game. Love everything about it. So, there are 11 adventures come with a game, which you can do as like one long campaign or 2 short series. Quite good. So overall, I would say, 5 stars for Dragonbane by Free League Publishing. It's like really good, fast and fun fantasy for players. For GMs, 4.5, only because it's a little bit harder there could have been more guidance for newer GMs, existing GMs. It would have been fine. So, let's do some quick rolls to show what this adventure generation is like. Just move this thing in front of me. So, all right. So, getting to the adventure site. So, we go 4, 8, 7. So, 4. The journey to the adventure site, it's hard and miserable. And it ends up in a bank of a river. Once you're there is a destroyed Dark gnarled tree. So there's like a grove of trees that are dark and gnarly. It looks like they've been destroyed, they've been smashed or cut up or exploded. Something weird's happened here. And what is it? There are strange symbols on the remains of the dark and gnarly trees. And the place is called Videgard. There you go. Okay, now to help the game master sort of what monsters are in it, I'll just do a couple of rolls here. Won't take long at all. So there's a ravenous giant spider because, of course, they're hungry. They can't eat the trees. What else is in these around this glade, this adventure area? 8 rising water. Yeah, okay, interesting. So maybe there might be pits with quicksand. It could be the whole area's sinking. It could be there's some sort of magic item that's making water flood the place. Who knows? And what else is there? Princess Navilara, a terrible wraith. Nasty. Undead. Always good. But yeah, just a couple of rolls and bam, you've got enough for 1 or 2 nights, exploration and adventure. But yeah, overall, really good, solid role-playing game. Easy to get into. Fast play. I would definitely be playing and running this as soon as possible. It's good stuff. Thank you.